Yesterday in England during lockdown 2, a huge 6 foot plus fence appeared all the way around the student campuses in Manchester University. This was due to the fact that the government and the local authorities are now seeing as these younger people as the infected. They should be almost imprisoned. They should not be allowed to leave. There are guards on the gates and there are feeders delivering and providing insubstantial food to these young people. Some of these young people have come from all over the world to study at Manchester University and have paid huge amount of cash to be there. Once arriving, they are finding that the face-to-face education is minimal, if at all. And of course, they are sent to isolation for the slightest thing. Sometimes without foundation, sometimes with foundation, as in they do have positive COVID-19 tests. Is this the future of our young people in the UK, where they are treated like third, fourth, fifth class citizens, locked away to be imprisoned, not allowed to come out? Some of them will commit suicide, but that's okay. Some of them will suffer mental illness, but that's okay. Some of them will suffer other kinds of side effects, post-traumatic syndrome disorder, and so forth and so forth. Is this the way that we are going to treat our young people in the future? Is the future now about trying to keep older people as alive as long as possible? Or should it really be more about balance and reality? The reality is a coronavirus is a coronavirus. If you're not sure what a coronavirus is, look it up and find out for yourself rather than have me trying to share that with you. The good news is, most people who get COVID-19 do not die. Most people who get COVID-19 are fine. Almost 100% of people who get COVID-19 survive absolutely fine. Yet the fear has been pumped up so hugely, that we are now seen to be talking about young people as if they are some kind of infected human to be avoided at all costs. Yesterday I spoke to an older person and they were talking to me that how disgusted they were that younger people were meeting each other. Younger people were talking to each other in the street. And of course, some younger people who are rebelling and having parties in the street because they couldn't stay in pubs or clubs. And even when they are thrown out of pubs and clubs, a lot of these young guys are going back to their apartments and meeting each other. Just yesterday, a raid took place in an apartment where some young people had been staying over with their friends. Our police resources, our police were happy to go in there to create massive disruption to arrest these people. Why? Because they are infected and they're now branded as killers. Where's this going to end? Are we really to sit back and watch the COVID police treating our young people like this? Treating them like they should be almost set on an island. Set on an island to be treated as the infected and the diseased and the potential killers of all things. These things are all there as warnings of what could be coming rather than what is happening right now. We should be taking notice. We should be standing up. We should watch less news and believe less of what is taking place. I will say once more, this is not a conspiracy. This is a reality. COVID-19 does exist. But the reality is far different from what we are being told. Something much bigger is going on. Something is taking place here. Or is it just a case of our politicians and these guys ruling the world are just stupid? They no longer have thinkers who can think their way out of it. Because what we know is lockdown 1, lockdown 2 will always lead to lockdown 3, lockdown 4. Lockdown 4 will lead to lockdown 5 and lockdown 6. You cannot hide from a virus, then let everybody out and the virus not do what a virus naturally does. To cage in and to trap and to fence in and to guard and to set feeders, feeding our young people junk is a criminal act in breach of human rights. How much longer are we going to sit back and watch this stuff taking place? To you, to your children, to your family, to your friends, to your neighbours, how much longer will we sit back and watch this vile process take place, where we sit back on would be, could be, might be, and a truck full of false promises? We need to protect our young people. We need to guide our young people. We need to give our young people hope, and we need to protect our young people from something they should be protected from. And that is the state of the ruling parties and the COVID police right now.